Well, if there can be no arrangement, then we are at an impasse.
I'm afraid so. I can't compete with you physically, and you're no match for my brains.
You're that smart.
Let me put it this way. Have you ever heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates?
Yes?
Morons.
Really?
Welcome to Morons Meets Movies. I am your host, Moron Sam Munoz, and I'm here with my fellow morons, Ublester Peñalosa II, and he took his best picture tonight, Arturo.
Hey.
I didn't say Arkham. Fuck, I fucked that up. I usually go Arkham, and then, man, I really messed that up.
Well,
let's do it again.
Yeah. I mean, well, interestingly enough, that ties into the picture I just posted on my Instagram, so.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, since the Oscars either happened or are about to happen, we don't know when this is gonna air, but it's like 2 days before the Oscars,
Last year,
and
maybe.
we decided we haven't done our ranking of the Best Picture nominees, so we got to do that. So this might be post-Oscar ceremony. So who knows?
Or during.
Who knows?
It might come out during the Oscars.
It might come out, yeah,
Very well might
during a
come out,
commercial
yeah.
or whatever.
I just said that, Ubla, yes.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna rank the Best Picture nominees from 1 through 10, going
As a consensus.
As a consensus. Thank you. Yes. We
shit.
have to come to a consensus. We're not gonna do it individually. We have to come to consensus. We've done other videos like these. You can check them out in the links or whatever that's
As
up
you can
there.
see behind us, you can see the films that we are about to rank.
Yeah, they're probably behind my back or something. But I mean, we should go through the nominees.
We should. And because
And-
I just noticed something really interesting.
What?
Let's go through the nominees first, and then I'll bring up my point.
Okay, the nominees are A Complete Unknown, Anora, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Brutalist, The Substance, and Wicked. Those are the 10 nominees for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
You might know who already won at this time, but we don't.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
tell
gonna be
us.
fun. Don't tell us. Yes.
Yeah, I just noticed something right now as they were up. I mean, correct me. I don't know, man. I mean, it feels like they're eerily similarly categoried to films from last year.
What do you mean?
Check it out. The Complete Unknown.
Uh-huh.
It's a biopic with a musical attachment to it.
Uh-huh.
Last year's Maestro.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Yeah. Anora.
Mm-hmm.
It is a serious film that still has a bit of a comedic edge to it.
Mm-hmm.
The Holdovers.
I wouldn't. Those are two different
We'll
movies.
get there. We'll get there. I'm
Alright,
thinking about it as we go.
Prostitutes in the Holdovers.
Conclave, the thriller, which would have been Anatomy of a Fall.
Okay, I can see that one.
Dune Part 2, the popular blockbuster that's a bit more serious.
Everybody.
Oppenheimer.
Okay, all right.
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Perez.
Sorry, thank you.
Emilia
Not the Game of Thrones actress.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, it's built into my head, obviously. She's
a
amazing.
moron.
Mother of
That
Dragons.
was a better movie, Emilia Clarke, actually.
Would have been. Emilia Perez, the foreign film that's a bit lighter, I guess, ish. Past Lives.
Past Lives wasn't a foreign film. It was an American movie that just
Foreign language
happened
film.
to be
Foreign
in
language
Korean
film.
for the most part.
And then now we have I'm Still Here, a foreign film that's more serious, which reminds me of last year's
Zone of Interest.
Zone of Interest. Thank you. Nickel Boys. You're a film starring a black lead. Last year's American Fiction.
Oh, but those two movies are completely different.
I'm not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. The Brutalist, your 3+ hour movie. Last year's Killers of the Flower Moon.
Brutalist is way better than Killers of the Flower Moon.
The Substance, which is your weird one, so to speak. Last year's Poor Things.
Oh, okay.
And then your lighter, brighter
And this is Barbie.
blockbuster,
This is
Wicked Barbie.
Yeah.
It's not exact, but it's pretty fucking close, right?
That's cool. I mean, but it's very varied. I'm just
Yeah. I mean, that's
the
true, but
variety
it does
of
fall
types of
into
movies.
weird, like,
There
it's
are
like
some stretches.
it was like, all right,
Yeah, there's some stretches going on.
we at
there.
least need these exact 7 things, and let's shove in. Like,
I'm very impressed that you even remembered all 10 of the nominees from last year. That's impressive.
That's my movie trivia, man. It does really. I mean, you only know it because I rattle off MCU shit or like horror movie stuff, but like it accounts for all movies.
And you're missing my Oscar party.
I have to work.
You were
I
defending. You're the
know.
defending trivia champion.
Last year I won the trivia.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 years
Hey,
ago we
yeah.
had the party.
That means everyone else has a chance now. Arturo's
Yeah.
not going to be there.
Oh, Rod's
Yeah.
probably gonna win it. Anyway, let's get to the fucking
Rod will
rankings
win
because
it.
we're 5 minutes in. We haven't started. I'm sure
That's
this is
true.
one of the many complaints about our podcasts.
Whoops.
We never get
If
going.
you have any complaints, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, please.
Comment down
All right.
below.
So
Last
let's go.
one, number 10.
All right.
The worst film.
Who's gonna nominate number 10? Do we even have to talk
Emilia
about
Perez.
No.
it? Did you end up watching it?
I watched what I could, man.
Oh wow!
Fuck.
You can't.
Okay.
Then you cannot vote for. I vote for. I watched all of it, and I vote for Emilia Perez.
Yeah, I vote for Emilia Perez.
It was so bad. Like, there's a story in there that's actually good. It just the
It's all over the
fucking
place.
Execution isn't there at
Yep.
all.
Yeah.
The
And
songs are lackluster.
I
The
like
songs
musicals,
are
but this wasn't
lackluster.
it. It affected the film. It brought it down. It reminded me of
Yeah.
Joker Folie à Deux in that regard.
No, Joker Folie à Deux is way better.
Chill. It's okay.
than Emilia
it's okay,
Perez.
Sam. It's okay, Sam. It's not
no,
gonna
no,
hurt
no.
you.
Let's talk about that.
It's
Let's
okay.
talk
No,
about
no.
that.
We don't have to go off track.
No,
we
let's
have a
talk
very
about
time
that.
limit. God damn it.
Because the fact that Joker Folie à Deux was nominated for Razzies and shit, and people are saying it's the worst movie, one of the worst movies, they have not seen Emilia Perez. This is fucking worse than Folie à Deux.
I'll give you
Folie
that.
à
I'll
Deux
give you that.
had a
It's okay.
clear
It's all right.
story.
It's okay, man.
There was a big
Yeah, there was a prison and there was a song. No, I get it. Llisten, Emilia Perez isn't gonna hurt you.
It is
anymore.
worse.
It's okay.
It is worse.
It's
Emilia
okay.
Perez, Arturo's hurting me. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm with both of you guys.
I mean, we don't have to talk too much about it. I mean, like
we already know.
Yeah,
Everyone
there's been
knows.
enough shit talking about Emilia Perez
Yeah.
online and so on.
Right,
I mean,
number
Zoe
9.
was great though.
I do have to say though, I do think it's been a bit unfair. Like, you know, with the whole Gascon controversy and her tweets and everything like that. Like, I get it. There were some horrible tweets and stuff, but it doesn't mean that the movie is worse because of that. Like, the movie isn't bad because she made some tweets, or because it had a French director,
Correct.
or because
No,
it wasn't
none of that.
filmed in Mexico. Like, many
Correct.
movies are not filmed in the place where they're taking place.
Correct.
The movie is bad because the screenplay is bad and some of the acting is bad. Like,
story
I mean, Selena
is-
Gomez,
yeah.
I think, is terrible in it. And it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
the only thing that I will defend it is that I think people attacked it unfairly because of like what the main
What was
actress
happening
did
behind the curtain.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I felt those were unfair attacks. Like,
Yeah.
attack it for what's going on in the movie, not for like
No.
whatever
Oh,
the actress
I mean, it's
did.
been attacked for that too, though.
With that,
It
said-
has, and those I agree with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the
I'm
whole
with
thing
those.
about like
It got brought up at work, and someone like fake gagged, and I thought they were actually gonna throw up. I was like, Jesus.
No, that's chill. But
Oh.
I mean, do you think it's gonna take away from Zoe Saldana's chance of winning?
I don't
'Cause
think
No,
she's
and
been
Zoe,
amazing.
Zoe was the highlight of the
Yeah,
movie. She was.
yeah,
She is
okay.
the best part of the
we agree
movie.
on
She'd be
that.
great.
We agree on
And it
that.
was
her
so
scene
actually, it was
came through.
refreshing seeing her speak Spanish, like for a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
she
that
did
happened.
well. I think she was the best part of the movie, and her scene when she sings the song, that sounds like a
Penis
Feta
to
Cuba.
vagina.
That one's
Oh,
pretty
no?
good.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah.
What song? Was
yeah,
that?
penis too. Yeah.
Penis to vagina. That shit. It's on my workout list. So I'll be like running, and I'll be like man to woman or woman to man. And she
And
still
then-
has to think about it. If you go back and you look at that clip, she's like man to woman. It's like you had to like really stop to be like man to woman. That's the one. That's the second one.
And then the whispering from Manitas is like, "Yo
Oh, I hated that so much.
quiero ser una mujer."
That's what reminded me of Joker Folie à Deux.
Yeah.
Who's working the whispers in Joker Folie à Deux?
That's
They
security
sing
guard.
awkwardly.
The security guard.
They don't sing out. You need to go watch
Over
that
the,
movie.
Right,
over,
get back
he
to
has
this.
the phone
Oh, this
and
is
he's
gonna be
like,
a long
I
episode."
did this today.
Okay, number 9.
All right. I mean, all right. So let's start in order. Who do you want to nominate? Someone number 9.
Oh, I'll give it up to Ubla actually.
All right.
No,
cool.
Because I was the one
know.
I yelled out Emilia Perez earlier.
Yeah,
All right,
but
go
you
for
hadn't watched the whole movie, so your vote didn't count. I gave Emilia Perez. Someone else has to come in number 9.
All right. I'm fine. I'll nominate a number 9 for me. This is kind of difficult. My number 9 is probably gonna be damn. You know what? I'm gonna go with Nickel Boys as my number 9 nominee.
Okay.
Just I think the movie is very unique and interesting, and but I did feel like the novelty of like the POV. Did you guys watch it, by the way?
No.
Fantastic. Did you watch it?
I thought I was watching it, and then I realized I was not watching it. I was watching Lord of the Rings.
I thought you were gonna say I was watching Nickelback.
So there's not going to be any objections here. I'm the only one who watched all 10
Yeah.
movies, so I'm the only one
We
whose
tried.
opinion
Me
matters.
and,
watched
me and
7 out of
Nuble had a
10.
long conversation off camera
Hey,
about
7
how
out of
we
10
tried.
isn't bad. And I didn't watch. Okay, go on. Go on.
I will say that I don't think the movie is bad. I just don't think that the whole style, the cinematography of it is cool, but it kind of, the novelty of it wears off, and you do kind of get it. For me, at least, I was a little bored towards the middle of the film. I think the ending is really good though. Like, it really saves itself at the end. But there was a lot in the middle that I was kind of like, oh my God. And sometimes I kind of rolled my eyes at some of the scenes that were a bit pretentious, a bit too artsy, to the point where it's like, do you really have to show this? Like, but
Did
overall,
Sam say something was too pretentious?
I mean, yeah,
Sam,
yeah.
Quick question. So was it all through the
No,
first-person point of view, or
like 90% of the movie is like first person point of view.
Is it actually like their
like the camera is their eyes. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
it's
is it
not
movie-
like
is
it's
it like Blair
not
Witch?
behind them like a video game.
Well, sometimes there's certain scenes that where they're like they're behind a person, but only one particular character. His point of view is behind him,
So a
but it's still like a
third-person
first
view.
person, but it's like
No,
third, but
that's
it's behind
third
him.
person.
Yeah, but it's always behind him, so like, you don't actually like, get to see his face.
Like a video game.
And then like the two main characters, it is like their eyes,
Ah.
like
I
you're.
don't like it. I'm already just getting
I
anxiety from
mean,
that.
when you when it starts, it's really cool and it's very like cinematic and there's some beautiful scenes and everything like that. But then as the movie goes on, like it kind of wears off, and then there's certain scenes. I have a mini mints on this where I feel like he actually cuts away from the POV and he should have stayed in the POV. Like some of the violence in the movie is actually shown off screen, where I think it would have been more powerful if you would have. Those are the scenes where
Probably.
it would have been good to be in the POV in those scenes, and I don't know
All
why.
right, number 9.
All right.
No contention.
Number 8, then I guess it stays at 9. I have a feeling we're not going to argue too much on this one.
We're gonna argue after 7.
Like maybe in the middle.
Yeah, no, after 7, because there's still like 2 more films that I haven't watched. So
All right, then go for it. Who's going to do number 8 then?
I guess I'll go.
Go.
I'm gonna go with a film I haven't seen, only
That
because
makes
I haven't
sense.
seen it.
Simon loves
I'm still here.
Okay.
it.
I think it's in it. It's. I think we're gonna agree with that. I actually agree with that one too.
Oh yay!
Damn. Yeah. See, I haven't seen Nora, so it was difficult for me.
You
to
haven't
put
seen
this
a
one.
Nora?
God damn it!
Oh
Uwe.
man.
Those were the 3. I haven't seen Nora. I haven't seen Nickel Boys.
And
I
Nora's
haven't seen-
available online. You could have
That's
rented
not
that
true?
one. Yeah, it is. You can rent
Damn
it.
it.
Or
I
see
thought
it.
I checked.
I told
Maybe
you.
it's
I spelled it
theaters.
wrong. No, you didn't.
It's
Yeah,
in theaters?
anyway.
Did you-
I saw it in theaters this week.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, I
Very nice.
committed
Anyway.
to this episode,
Oh,
Sam.
cool. Thank you.
Mostly.
Thank you. Well, I mean, you didn't see 2 of them,
Mostly.
or maybe more. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, I'll
I
fine.
watched.
I'll give it to I'm still here because we watched.
You
this-
guys watched it
we
together.
it
Yeah,
together.
That's right. We had dinner, and then you guys went without me.
Well,
You
that's
didn't wanna
because you
join us.
couldn't. You didn't want to
You
go.
didn't wanna
I
join us.
invited
I
you.
wanted to go
I invited you.
You didn't want to
It
join
was
us.
late. I was finally gonna fall asleep, man. You guys were watching a 10 p.m.
You
screening.
chose your own rest.
You
over hanging
probably
out
would
with
have
your
fallen
friends.
asleep.
I would have fallen. Dude, if I fell asleep
For
during Guardians
sure.
at 9
Oh,
p.m., I
dude.
would have fallen asleep during this. I'm telling you.
would've
some
knocked
some
out.
thoughts on it. I think it's a good movie. It's just that I did feel a little unmoved by it, which
Yeah.
was surprising because I expected to be moved by it, but
Have you seen that it's getting like some stronger chances now at actually winning the thing?
yeah, it has
Like
a pretty
over
good
the-
chance
yeah.
of winning international film,
Yeah.
Okay.
especially since Emilia
That's cool.
Perez has gotten such bad press and everything.
I saw it good chances as winning
For Best Actress.
Best Picture. No, Best Picture.
No way, Best Picture.
That's-
no way.
I've seen what I've
I
seen.
don't know.
There's
Sam's
no
like,
way.
Con-
There's no
controversy
way.
with all
It's
the other movies.
zero chance to win Best Picture.
Wow, you heard it here first. You
It
guys.
has a chance to maybe win actress, but it's low. I would
Yeah.
say it's like 15% or whatever. But-
I agree.
All right.
I agree. I watched it with you, and I
But,
feel
yeah.
like it wasn't.
I think Brazilians are gonna be mad at us because we didn't love this movie like the Brazilians love this movie. But
Sorry, Brazilian
I'm
viewers.
sorry, it was fine. It was fine.
Get your pain. We get your pain. Yeah, I know what it sucks.
All right,
Number 7. Uble.
Ah, shit, it's
Oh
my
my god,
turn.
I'm dying.
So
Bless
again,
you.
it's tough because I haven't seen a Nora, and I would really unfairly be basing it just off of the trailer, which is a lady of the night.
trailer.
And, yeah, exactly. That's why I don't even feel comfortable saying that.
Well,
So
then rank something else.
I
You
can't
can put
rank
it. That's fine. Do it. We don't have to agree with
Nora.
That's true.
I'll put a Nora.
I fucking disagree.
I disagree with that
God
too.
Damn it! It was that good then.
It's
Okay,
really
let me
good.
hear what you guys would put ahead of a Nora. Go.
I would put as my number 7. I would put The Brutalist.
I'm gonna agree.
Wow.
Did you watch The Brutalist?
I did.
Oh, okay, good.
Nice.
The
I'm
Brutalist
glad you saw it.
is like it's the length really hinders it.
I
Like,
think the
there-
second half
there's
hinders it.
yes, I agree. There's a lot that I personally feel like should have been cut out, and you had a very strong first half
The first
and
half
a
is a
weaker second
masterpiece.
half. That
Yeah.
if you just would have maybe shifted that differently, you could have had an overall stronger film.
I agree. I think I understand what Corbet was trying to do and trying to make like a 70s classic type of film. Like it really feels like The Godfather or something, and especially like the cinematography. It's like the Vista, whatever it's called. He did like 70 millimeter everything. But I agree with you. I when I came out when I came out for intermission, I was like, this is an A+. Like I was telling my wife, like this movie is awesome. Like I think it's fantastic. Like this is so good so far. Like I hope it stays this good. And then, the second half, it starts out good. The second half, like I was still into it. I was really turned off by the weird sex scenes. I don't know. Like the sex scenes were really weird and seemed unnecessary. And I love sex scenes.
I was gonna say,
Don't
if
get me
Sam
wrong.
says sex scenes
I mean,
were
when you say
weird,
that-
When we
that
get to
says
talking
everything.
about Honora, whoo, yeah, the sex scenes were amazing. I mean, when Poor Things last year, my favorite film of last year,
Yeah.
the sex scenes amazing. But the sex scenes in this movie were just like felt so unnecessary and so like and then the last
It-
sex scene
it
in
didn't drive the narrative forward.
that's the thing, like it did, but it felt like why is this the motivation of the narrative going forward? Like the last sex
What I
scene
said.
is important. No, but it's like the
I mean,
last sex
okay,
scene is
yeah,
important,
yeah.
but it's like what? This is how this gets revealed.
Yeah.
Like, it's just really weird, and yeah, I don't know.
I can see that.
You watch Brutalist?
I did watch Brutalist, and it was honestly
But you did
lower
like it,
on my
though.
list. It's not that I liked
You liked it more than us, I think, because I remember
No,
you
no,
saying
no,
like I
no.
really liked it, man.
I liked it, but then when we were talking about it that night when we went out to dinner, I was talking about.
you otherwise.
No. It's not that you convinced me otherwise. We both shared our frustration with the ending.
Yeah, the
And
final
that part
the final
with
scene.
the part with like, how is she now just walking on her own accord when all throughout the movie she was like in a wheelchair and, so
you're
severely
confused, like how much
impacted.
time has passed?
How much time? There was this time lapse, and then there's this one thing that they don't explain. So that kind of it made me aware of like, actually there are those questions. So as far as our list goes today, I honestly was going to put The Brutalist lower on my list. I just didn't feel right putting it lower than a movie
you
that I
hadn't
haven't
seen.
watched yet.
That's fine.
Gotcha. Okay, that's
All right.
fair.
So that's the only reason why it wasn't my pick for this slot.
But then we're all agreed there.
Yeah,
I'm fine with-
we outnumber you, so
Oh, true.
and Noah doesn't have a vote because he hasn't seen any of the movies.
Any?
Not a single.
No,
You've seen-
dude,
Not a single movie.
You saw a
Dune
piece of Emilia Perez. You
If-
said.
yeah. I was forced, but I would have probably watched the Bob Dylan one.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good. Which is why it's mine. No.
All right, go on.
All right, I'm next to pick.
That's true.
I'm going to nominate Wicked, and I know Tori is like pulling his hair right now if he had any.
is seething at the moment.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's waiting outside of my house.
Wicked would be my number 6. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's really good, man. It's shockingly good.
Oh, but now I think the rest of these movies are like all great.
They are.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those things where just because we put something,
And
I
Wicked
think-
is less great. It's
I
just
think-
good.
I think no.
Very good.
To me, Wicked ranks a little higher because of things like the world that it brought to life, the cinematography, the set design. Oh my god, the set design, the production, the costuming. Not to mention the acting, the
You made your
fact
top
that
10, yeah.
the singing, the fact that every single like piece of singing in this film was recorded live on studio. Every single studio set was a recording studio, with or without CGI. That is incredibly fucking impressive.
So
for
who would
me, it
you
ranks
put?
higher. For me, at that point, I think I'm gonna have to go with Conclave,
Oh,
which I really did enjoy. I really did like. You know what actually it was for me that I think in Conclave that didn't quite hit the mark? I loved the entire film, and I was really engaged, and I thought it was really interesting how they just took, the Pope died, new Pope. But then all, like, the gossip and the treachery and this and that was so
backstabbing.
good. And then when it got to the final fucking end, mild spoiler alert, when turns out, we voted somebody else in, or, like, in the Mexican dude one. I half thought he was gonna be the Antichrist or some shit. Like I just was expecting like this dark turn of like he wasn't innocent, and because of all their infighting, they secretly and not secretly, but they unknowingly picked
because they were
a
so
much greater
distracted,
evil than the evil that was actually in front of them. That's where I thought this was going, and I'm like, okay, it's so good.
Yeah.
So you
It was
had
so
you
good.
had the same sort of disappointment, quote unquote, as I did, but I wasn't thinking of like, he's a devil.
You were not. You were just
That's where I was like,
expecting
oh my god, because like it was
I
like
was-
all the evil in front of them. I'm like, the evil that
So,
they weren't
okay,
aware of. That's where I
but
thought
so
it was
what I'm
going.
hearing-
Here's the thing, like
Yeah.
I think this is where the movie grows because after you know what the ending is,
Yeah.
like what the big reveal is, then when you go back and rewatch it, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, like within the movie. I mean,
I've only seen it the one time.
oh yeah, I go back and rewatch it, especially like that last scene where he looks out into the window and they're like the nuns are coming out
nuns,
and they're just
yeah.
like laughing and things like that. I when I first watched it, I was like, what's the deal with that? And like I didn't really get it, but that is kind of important as to kind of explaining
This
how-
is a stretch.
the
You have
stuff that
shared
was
this with
happening.
me. You've shared this with me, so
You think it's a stretch?
I think it's a stretch. The fact that you think that because that final scene showed the nuns coming out of that building and they're like laughing and smiling amongst themselves, that might show that the nuns played a bigger role in
I think
all
they
of
did,
this.
for sure.
They were the whisperers and the shadows.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
manipulating the pieces.
I think they were
as
manipulating.
evidenced by them walking out into the sidewalk and being happy.
I think they were
People
happy.
Walk out,
They
people
were-
walk out of building. For all you know, they could have been like, "So, do you want to go get the croissant down the alley?" Oh, I love the
hold on.
croissant.
I'm not saying. I'm not
what
saying.
accent is that?
It's Jamaican. I don't know. What accent is it in the
Everybody
Vatican?
apologize to
The
all
Vatican is in-
Italians, all Jamaicans.
No, the Vatican is
All
clearly
nuns.
in southern Egypt. So
all
what would be the
Egyptians, we
accent?
do apologize.
Yeah,
God
I'm
damn
not the
it.
best at accents.
No,
but
no.
What I'm saying is, I don't think it was the nuns.
I think Isabella Rossellini's character was working things in the background, and I think she had a relationship with the Pope, not a sexual relationship,
Whoa!
but a friendship with the Pope, where she was a sort of another hand of the
Yeah,
Pope, and
yeah.
I believe it was the nun, it was her working to get this guy into the conclave. Like, what a coincidence that this guy just kind of shows up. Like, who contacted him? Because none of the other priests contacted
Knew
him.
about it, yeah.
It was the nuns.
It was the nuns.
It was the nuns who contacted him.
Valid?
See, that's the thing about
And
this.
they were the ones who brought him in, and the whole point, and like why she was the one who helped Ray Fiennes basically,
People watching this are already kind of starting to doze
Okay,
off.
fine.
So I'm gonna step in
We're
and
going
say-
into the.
Ooh, that's
No,
up to you
Conclave.
for see what
God
this
damn it.
Wicked or Conclave.
That's true. It's.
Oh, you
it
can pick
doesn't
somebody. You can pick
yeah,
another
I was gonna
movie.
say,
Yeah,
it
you
can
doesn't
pick
have
another
to be
movie.
between those two.
Remember, we all have a veto, by
That's
the way.
true. Oh yeah, I forgot about vetoes.
True.
Yeah.
Clearly, Honora was really good because you guys haven't even thought about posting that as your next one. So
At least
it's
Arturo
not
Nice
for
in
me.
2 or
Look,
3.
for me, it's definitely not Dune 2. It's definitely
Oh,
not
fuck
the
no.
substance,
No.
and it's definitely not. What else is left?
A complete unknown.
A
Jinx,
complete
you owe me a
unknown. And
Or
you
a
guys
beer.
don't want Honora. Fuck, but see, I really enjoyed Conclave. I really Wicked.
I think you're with me on Wicked.
I think I'm with you on Wicked, but there has to be an asterisk, though. The reason why I'm with you
It's
on
fine.
Wicked
The
is
other movies
because
are better.
It's because it's only part one of a part two thing. Like, what you're asking me to judge this movie, this story,
And you
based
should.
on half of it, and I can't yet.
Well, that's the way they presented it.
That's the way
What-
they presented it,
Is
so
this
based- no.
Is this first half better than the other 5 that are still
yeah, I
available?
know. I'm gonna go with Wicked as.
Right. Good. Yes.
What
And
number are
I'm
we
gonna
on?
save my veto.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I believe it's
Wicked.
my
Well,
turn.
nine,
No,
eight,
I
Uble?
I picked
6.
Wicked.
Yeah, so now we're up to number 5.
Is Uble's turn?
Oh, God damn it!
No.
Is it?
Who went Brutalist?
No, he went.
Sam went Brutalist.
No.
And Sam
Oh,
went
I
Wicked?
No, I went Wicked.
I went Brutalist.
He went
God
Brutalist.
damn it! It's my
Yeah.
turn then.
Yeah.
Fucking
So-
son of a bitch,
Go.
piece of shit.
Wait, no, Sam did Wicked.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
Wicked.
Sam did Wicked.
And then I went back with Conclave. So then it's me, isn't it? Wait.
No, it's because it went.
it goes that way.
I made the nominee. Yeah, so go. It's your turn. Your turn.
I'm gonna have to go with Honora, man.
Really?
I fucking haven't seen it, dude. This
Wait,
is-
that's what you said last time. It was your turn last time.
No,
It was
she went with he went with Honora, and you this and we.
You went with Brutalist.
Oh, that's
and then we said Brutalist.
So
Okay.
it's your turn then.
Oh, so it is my turn. Yeah. So taking Nora off. Yeah, it is my
Okay,
turn.
yeah,
That's
it is.
right.
Okay,
That's what it
Arturo,
was.
go.
Okay, so for the next films, the next 5,
well, you're-
I mean, I'm throwing it back in there
Yeah.
again. Yeah, Conclave.
All right, Uble. I think you're next to decide.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Honora. I haven't seen it, man. What do you want me to do? I'm not gonna put Honora in my top 3 when I haven't even fucking seen it.
I'm gonna go with a complete unknown.
Okay. You know, I'll give you Incomplete Unknown.
Oh really?
I'll go with-
wow.
I'll go with the complete
Yeah.
Honora. Again, I haven't
Wow,
seen it.
not even like a discussion. It's just like all right.
So I was telling Uba this. I thought I had a ticket for an
You
8
son of a bitch.
10 p.m. screening tonight. I got to the theater and realized it was 9:10.
He hasn't seen it either.
So I
You
was like,
haven't
"There's
seen
no
it?
way." So yeah, I
God
didn't see
damn
it.
it! You fucking.
Well, you win.
You haven't
win
seen
by
it either?
default. No, I haven't seen it. I know Bob Dylan.
Wait, and you
I know his life.
you fucking guys. God damn it.
Listen,
It's a good movie.
This
You
is
should watch
okay.
it.
This is.
I wanted to
I
watch
know you're
it.
angry. I know you're angry, but the way I was
Extremely.
basing this off of is
The anger is
Bob Dylan was a biopic on a singer that I love, and I know his life, and I know what he's gone through. And Honora was a movie that I've heard
a
of.
biopic
is this,
of a
this,
prostitute you love.
It's a story of a lady of the night who decides to do and this happens. So between
There's
those
a
two,
lot more. Stop just calling her later
I'm
than
sure. I'm
So you haven't seen it. All right.
All right. That
Yeah.
means it's my turn then.
Yes.
No, it's Uble's turn. Yeah, it's
God
Uble.
damn
It's
it.
Uble's turn. You're gonna-
Honora. Fucking no. Again, I'm not gonna fucking
All
pick
right,
one.
all
name.
right.
And
Honora.
I am going to agree this time.
Nice.
Honora.
I got it.
No, I'm disagreeing entirely.
Wow.
Wait,
Way to
so-
go with Conclave.
Conclave.
You would have
Yeah.
to veto.
You would have
You
to
would have
veto.
to
Okay.
veto.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck it. I veto then.
Really?
Yeah.
Honora is so
Wow.
fucking good. Honora starts off giving you one thing, which is very.
Wait. That doesn't mean Conclave is in.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that
doesn't
just
mean-
means we can't put Honora as
That's
number
true.
4.
So
Yeah.
which one would you put, Arturo?
Oh, that's true. Conclave.
Okay. God damn it. God damn it.
Sam?
Oh, I can't put substance in doing it.
Yeah.
I have. This is bullshit. Wait,
Yeah,
can I
this
veto?
fucking-
You
No.
made the rules.
No.
You can't. You
I can veto.
You
I can
can't
veto
veto.
Conclave, but then that would mean that Substance and
Would have
Dune
to
would
be-
have
yeah.
to be number 4.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
a
cannot
blasphemy.
abide by this.
Yeah, no.
Uble?
Again, same as Sam. I'm not gonna pick a veto. For
Conclave
myself.
it is.
Yay!
Fucking A, it's bullshit.
The
Again,
system is broken. I've been saying it my entire life. Democracy does not work.
this is why I think Conclave is better than Honora. Since I'm sure the next one is going to be Honora.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all agreeing? Because I think we all have
Yes,
Substance
we're
and
all
Dune.
gonna agree.
I think we all agree on to the next top 3. Do we even have to argue?
No?
We all think Dune is 1. We all think
Yes.
Substance is 2.
Two.
Unless Arturo,
I don't pick Honora as 3.
Honora is the
Honora and Substance are really close. For the sake of already vetoed, yeah, I'll accept Honora.
Yeah,
as
because
third.
we're going to win for Honora's number 3.
The reason why I will
So there it is.
hold on. The
We're
reason
done.
why I will personally
Fastest
put
ranking.
Honora over Substance only because of this. So it gives you a film that you go in expecting one thing, and it starts off very almost like Pretty Woman for a modern generation.
Yeah, it is a new retelling of that, really,
And then it gets
but hardcore.
Oh yes, because then once it hits like this whole like the Russian crime family sequence and that fucking like 20-minute sequence in the middle, that's so well done, and that was like filmed over the course of like 10 days.
Were they in the house still? Or?
Yes, when they're in the invasion, the home invasion, so to speak. That just all of a sudden turned like a switch that reminded me a bit of Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
And the way there was just stress and there was so much chaos and yelling and trying to figure out what was this, what was that,
Yeah,
and then
I
the
need to
film
watch
just kept
Nora.
growing and growing, and like there's so much like badassness in the character of Honora and having to navigate this world that she's thrown into. And then you find, but then the thing is, like the supporting characters also become someone you engage with.
it's surprisingly funny.
It's surprisingly hilarious.
Yeah.
And I watched it throughout and had a great, amazing time throughout. Whereas that's the only thing slightly for substance I couldn't. When the first time I saw it, I couldn't even look at the screen during like the last.
That's
20,
because
30
it's
minutes.
horrifying.
It
It's
is
horrifying you.
So that is why it edges out for me. I've seen Substance twice now, and I did actually watch all the end this time around. But for the sake of all of this and not arguing any further, and I already vetoed Honora.
Yeah, I think
I'll keep it on third.
I do want to send a personal message to Tori, who for some reason really dislikes Honora and thinks it's like kind of
What?
not deep or anything. What's going on
Are you
with Honora?
kidding?
Well, I'll make an argument for a little bit of like the depth of the
Tori.
movie is that it's actually sort of an upside down Cinderella story where Honora is right. She's sort of a down. I mean, she's down. Society outcast is the best way I can think of it.
Downtrodden.
Yeah, like I mean, she's she's a stripper, she's a prostitute, really.
She's an escort.
Sorry, an escort. I'm sorry, she's an escort and everything like that. You know, she's
Lady of the night.
she's poor, and then she finds her Prince Charming, who happens to be this young Russian, a son of an aristocrat or whatever, and and she's.
Oligarch?
Yeah, oligarch. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. And like they go and they're having this fantasy world, and she's like, "Oh my God, look at this world!" And like, and now she's like in this dream that she thought she could never have, and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, I'm sorry, I'm spoiling it a little bit. I
That's
apologize,
fine, man.
but you
Go
should have
for it.
seen this movie, and it's your
Yeah,
fault.
go for it, go for
Like, and now she's gonna get married with this guy, and then like the dream, and then it's like, oh no, midnight hits, and you're turned into a pumpkin, and that's when the fucking everything goes into chaos. And it's like, oh, you're this fantasy, this dream that you thought it was going to
Turns
be.
into a
You're
pumpkin?
Prince Charming. He's just a fucking little coward. He's a baby adult. He's a child. He's everything that you thought was going to be like your fantasy. Your Prince Charming. Like, oh, I'm gonna have the.
And what did she do?
Oh,
A
and then
lot happens.
A lot happens. I don't want to spoil the rest of that, but that's
But
She's
basically.
a
Never mind,
badass
I'm out.
throughout. No, she's a badass throughout, man.
So-
There's a lot more that happens.
So that's what the movie is. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like
Then
this sort
maybe-
of like
maybe I won't put it
upside
on.
down Cinderella story of like the dream becomes a nightmare type of thing. So yeah, I think it's really good. It's a
Alright.
good movie. I wouldn't put
Okay.
it above Conclave. I don't understand that,
I
but I'm putting on my. I actually bet on the Oscars this year
oh,
because I found a
money.
website called Kalshi. You can like bet. I don't know how it's doing it, but somehow it found a loophole because it works like a market and stuff.
Sounds illegal, man. You really
I think
don't-
so, but
know
I
if you wanna
managed
be
to get
a
my
That
Nazi.
money
was
in
my
there.
very first thought.
And
I
you
don't know
can
if you wanna
buy,
be a
but
Nazi in
it's like you're
this.
buying stock. So like, so for like the Oscars and stuff,
Yeah.
Best of luck, Sam.
you can,
Yeah.
you can.
In
So,
addition to that, there's this drug I can buy.
so I bought some stock on Conclave for winning on Sunday, and I'm gonna make like double or triple my money if I get in
Whoa.
there if it wins. So I'm
$3.
really rooting for it. No, I put
All
like
right,
$10 on it, so I
you're
would win
number
like 30.
two, everybody.
Oh, it's the substance.
Substance.
Yeah,
there?
I mean,
Yeah,
we don't even have to talk about it. I think
Nah.
the rest is the same. I think
Yeah.
we all love Dune Part 2.
Oh fuck yeah!
Dude.
God
Yeah.
damn, what a masterpiece.
And
Cinematic
if you want to know more
masterpiece.
about what we think about these movies, you should go watch our top 10 of 2024 where we
might
speak
be here.
about
Might
them.
be.
I think we all agree that Dune Part 2 should be winning Best Picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I don't understand why it's got so little nominations. It's just bullshit. But I think it's because it's the sequel. Like
that's-
the
yeah,
the
that's-
Oscars just don't like sequels very much. They tend to not award them as much as the original.
Yeah.
And also, I think because there's a third one coming,
Yeah.
and it's getting like that Two Towers sort of
Yep.
treatment where it didn't get like as yeah. So who
Sam-
knows how the Messiah is gonna be?
I'm gonna fucking have to take over here because I
Say
this
it.
is
I thought you were
my-
gonna say you need to pee.
this is my goddamn frustration is that in terms of movies, like Dune 2 is fucking just
It's a classic. It's going to be a classic. The
it's
whole
going
Dune,
to,
the
but-
Dune Part 1 and 2 are going to be classics.
the fact that the Oscars focus so much on like let's see, and Tori might be like shaking his head. Yes, this is what I've been saying. But I feel like they focus too much on the stuff that makes an Oscar movie an Oscar movie. It was there some sort of huge physical transformation? Did
But
someone
that's not
gain
true.
weight?
Like,
I know
every
it's not
year
true.
is
I know.
different. Every
Let me
year-
finish. Let me finish. I'm just saying, Dune 2 doesn't check off those check boxes that a lot of Oscar winners check off, and I feel like that's why it's getting neglected.
I
It's
think it,
because maybe the check boxes on the Oscars are it can't
Well,
be a
I mean,
sequel.
speaking of checkboxes, ironically, what did I point out when we started? Like a lot of these films echo last year's nominations.
Yeah.
So it feels like there's more checkboxes to add to your point.
I mean, I think Dune Part 2 does check off the boxes. The problem is, it's the thing is like you have to understand that humans are voting for this. And like the fact that Dune Part 2 came out so early in the year, I bet you that if it would have come out like in September, October during the awards season time where people are like looking for those type of movies, it would have done much better. Also, the fact that it is a sequel kind of hurts it, and people are
Part
like,
1 wasn't
human-
as hugely received.
the people are like, well, Part 1 won 6 Oscars.
Yeah, man.
It won a ton of Oscars, so it did, and so like you'll have people be like, I already gave an Oscar to this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like
Why do
I
it
like
again?
this movie too, and like this one hasn't
Nah.
won anything, and like Sean Baker is a director that people love, like maybe we're gonna give it to them instead. So there's a lot of things that happen as a result. I mean, Dune Part 2 reminds me so much of like the Dune franchise. Reminds me so much of the Lord of the Rings franchise and and how it did during the Oscars. Like the Fellowship of the Ring got nominated for Best Picture. It got a lot of technical awards.
sides.
It didn't win the Best Picture, but it got awarded. Then Two Towers got like less nominations, like 5 or 6, compared to Fellowship, which got like double digits. It didn't win much. But then fucking Return of the King won everything.
Jillian.
It won 11
Everything.
Oscars, man.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And so
Damn it.
Take that, Rings
Let's
of
watch
Power.
it again. Let's watch it again.
So if
Right
like
now, extended edition.
if
only.
Messiah is as like just as good as Part 2, it might follow that same route, but we'll see. I don't know.
All right. Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Any other? Are we all happy with the ranking?
I think it's went great.
Okay.
All right. This has been a nice fast ranking. I like it. We're gonna go eat some quesadillas and tacos right here.
Man.
I think everybody's happy. Let's do it. This Morons Mints Movies rank the Best Picture nominees as follows.
Do you agree? Do you disagree? Please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, thank you, Arthur. You're always so good at those things. I'm not good at that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just not good.
Also, like and subscribe. I
Yeah.
got it. See?
Always wanting attention.
Yeah, I know, man.
Always wanting attention. All right, number 10 was Emilia Perez.
Number 9. I can't
Was
see.
Nickel
Nickel
Boy.
Boys.
Nickelback. Number 8 was
I'm still here.
I'm still here. I can't see that far, man. It's not bright,
We're really
dude.
fucking this up. Number 7 was The Brutalist.
Wicked.
Number 6. Wicked.
Wicked. Number 5 was A Complete Unknown.
Number 4, Conclave.
Number 3. Honora.
Number 2, La Substancia.
And number 1, Dune Part 2. All
Best
right.
fucking movie.
Yeah, please watch the Oscars if this is published before the Oscars. And if you saw the Oscars, I hope you enjoyed them.
Let us know what you thought.
If this was published after the Oscars. But yeah, I think that's it. Any closing thoughts? We're good. I'm excited for Sunday.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do some trivia. You're gonna miss everything.
I know. It's not
If
But
you're watching, we'll try our best to maybe do some recording and posting something.
of the Oscar party. Oh yeah, we should do that.
You
Yeah.
should.
I'd
You
be
should make
more
a
than
TikTok,
happy.
dude.
Yeah, I'd be more than
Maya
happy.
was the good
She
recorder.
was really good about recapping last year's
that was
She
Oscar.
did a
great.
great reel.
Yeah.
Damn. We'll do our best.
We'll do our best. We suck. It probably won't come out good. But anyways,
It won't.
please like and subscribe. Do all the things that you do with the social medias. And as always,
Have a dark night.